Lori Lightfoot isn't doing anything to stop the madness. She's too busy telling us if we can take a bite out of our muffins without spreading COVID. Raymond Lopez is a Chicago City Alderman, and he joins me now. So Raymond, she's basically willing to sacrifice the lives of her own constituents last year, just so she could look tough against that mean man Donald Trump. What a scoundrel. Is she seen as a scoundrel in Chicago by most people?
Well, Jesse, first off, Merry Christmas. And yes, most Chicagoans do not find it the least bit find it very much hypocritical that the mayor 15 months ago told Donald Trump to get the hell out of Chicago with his assistants and basically pay politics with people's lives. And here we are in 2021, over 812 people murdered by gun violence in the city of Chicago. That number continues to rise. We've seen more children impacted by gun violence than by COVID. And now she's doing the great pivot, the great about face, and saying now that President Joe Biden is here, she'll take the help. What about all those thousands of people whose lives have been impacted by gun violence, or the lives that were lost last year when she could have had help from the federal government? Won't talk about it, won't apologize for it, and just wishes to sweep it under the rug as though it never happened.
Are you saying more children in Chicago have died from bullets than have died from COVID-19?
More children have been victimized by gun violence in the city of Chicago than have been killed by COVID in the entire state of Illinois in the last year.
The entire state of Illinois. It's astounding.
And yet we still talk more about COVID than we do gun violence.
Absolutely. Why not? It distracts from all the bloodshed. Have you heard anything from Barack Obama? Does he ever talk about the surge in homicides? I mean, this guy's hometown. I mean, I know he lives in the Vineyard and in Hawaii now, but do you ever hear him implore the leaders of his hometown to do something about the violence?
You know, even as President Obama works on building his Obama Center in Woodlawn, and as many of our city officials are joining the Biden administration, the fact that we have one of the most perceived violent cities in America seems to be lost on all of them. And everyday residents throughout the city of Chicago are struggling. They feel that they are quite literally under the gun every time they step out of their homes, whether it's to take their kids to school, whether it's to go to work, or whether it's just to take a walk around the block. Children, working parents, and even our seniors are all at threat of being victimized every day in this city, with no one wanting to take responsibility for it or to propose real solutions other than blaming someone else, as we heard from Lori Lightfoot this week. And what we're seeing right now is that the pendulum that many Democratic politicians, and I will say as a Democrat, I find it disgusting that we're at this point, but they've pushed the pendulum so far to the left when it comes to criminal justice reform that we now favor criminals over victims, and that even as the politicians are becoming victims themselves, I'm more than certain they will never accept responsibility for the seeds that they've sown to bring us to this point.
Even after getting carjacked at gunpoint, they're still not going to change their position. It's unbelievable. But at this point, it's not surprising. Thank you so much, Alderman Raymond Lopez.
Thank you, Jesse.